Alright guys, here just waiting to go to work, and just want to make a couple videos. First one is going to be about 410 2.0, since I made another video about it, but you know, I didn't really think that one through. I was just kind of, I got bored, so and I kept seeing all the 410 hate, so I just made a video. This time, sat down, made a list, pros, cons, etc. And I was just checking it out. I can see why people hate it, but I guess there's only select people that actually like it, which is probably why it's such a small, okay, I wouldn't say small, but probably why it's such a not used gauge. Well, it's not even a gauge, 410 bore, but you know, I personally can see why people don't like it. But then on the other end of the spectrum, there are people who use it quite a bit. Mainly small game hunting, rabbit, squirrel. That's probably more than half, if not 75% of the people who have a 410 use it for. So yeah, I made a list, came up with underpowered, definitely not a good self-defense round in my opinion. However, I would still enjoy a small Bond Arms Derringer, probably the Snake Slayer 4 with the 4 1/4 inch barrel. So you can use 3 inch as well as a 2.5 inch shells. Underpowered, it's expensive, but it's getting cheaper. There are quite a bit of new companies, well, not new companies, but new brands of 410 coming out because of the Judge, the Governor, the Rossi circuit. So it is growing, but still people don't like it. The Box of Truth with the Judge. There's two different segments in the Box of Truth of 410 with the Judge. And first time it was very poor testing, but the second time around, in case no one noticed, they did revisit it and they have a second testing, which is a hell of a lot better. If I remember correctly, the best shotgun shell was the Remington Home Defense double-aught buck 2.5 inch, which penetrated 5 jugs for, what was it, 16 and 19 inch, or probably 16, 19 inch penetration. But I guess that's your opinion on 410s. But I also started thinking, for the size of it, it's the size of a rifle cartridge. I would personally say it's lighter because of the plastic hull as opposed to full brass, and then a much bigger bullet, because the 410s are under 100 grams, or grams, 100 grains, as opposed to like a bullet is 150, 200 grains. So gotta try and remember it all. We got underpowered. If you're gonna use it for defense, make sure it's an actual shotgun, long, at least 16 inch barrel, or not 16, 18.5 inch. That's the legal limit. 16 inches for rifle. But yeah, it's the same size, so it's not like it takes up more space than a rifle cartridge would. Actually, the 410 shells in a 25 round box is about the same size as a 7.62 by 39 box of just 20 rounds of it. It's about the same size, so you actually get 5 more rounds. And then it comes to like the variety of ammo, like I talked about. It's growing. Same with the model guns that are available in 410, like the Judge, Governor, Circuit. They're coming out with more models of 410 instead of just having, like a single shot or pump action, or even the Sega 410, which I have one of each. It's pretty nice. I'm a fan of it just because of it's nice, low recoil. I'm not recoil sensitive. I've shot 12 gauge for years. I've shot not too much into rifle, but mainly 12 gauge for high powered guns. So I can really see why people don't like it, but if you use it within its limitations, I think it's good. And one last thing, I did want to talk about price of the ammo. A lot of people say it's expensive, you can buy 12 gauge. I will agree, yeah. Like, since they got the Judge ammo out, the Federal triple-aught buck, 4 pellets, that's become a lot more affordable for buckshot. Because it used to be like $5, $6, $7 for 5. Now for 20 rounds you can get for $11 to $12. I bought it in bulk, so I got it for $10.55 per 20, and I bought 200 rounds. So I mean, if you buy in bulk, you'll be good. Just like any ammo. If you buy in bulk, you'll save a lot more. And I plan on using it since I have three 410s. But yeah, it's expensive to some people. It's underpowered to some people, but it's only underpowered if you use it out of its limitations. Like most guns, they have limitations. Shotguns in general, limitations. Not made for more than 100 yards. Even with a Sabot slug, you're pushing 150. But there's no reason to hate on a cartridge. It's like saying 22, can't kill a person when you just look at that 92-year-old veteran just killed an intruder with a 22. So, and it was only one. It's not like he sprayed 30 rounds of it. It was just one single shot. Killed him. Wasn't instant, but still stopped him. Stopped the perpetrator. Killed him. So, not enjoying all the 410 hate, but it is what it is. People have their opinions. I have mine. Just like any other gun, use it within its limitations, and it'll serve you well. Alright, thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.